What's up, everybody, and happy Sunday. Welcome back to another video on Takar's Truth. I pray that everybody enjoy their day, and now that there is wind down time, that everybody will enjoy their night. So I will not be before you guys long, but I did want to come and drop a video just to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about some things. So just jumping right into it. I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about positivity. I've been posting this all week. I've been exercising it myself, and I've been finding that it's been really helping me. It's been making me feel better because the week prior to, this week, I had a lot of things going on, like just battling different things internally, and just kind of had to like regroup and just recenter and just get my thoughts together, get myself together, and just jump back in this week, that just passed. And I just woke up and I just decided I'm going to, no matter what, be positive. We have to make sure that no matter what is going on, and I know that it is more easier said than done because clearly I just said it, you're going to have moments where you're not going to feel your very best. You're going to have moments where it's going to be hard to keep your mind focused. It's going to be hard to keep, your mind on those positive thoughts. But I promise you guys, when you feel that you're constantly just thinking about everything that could possibly be going wrong or everything that is not going right, I promise you guys, only because of course I have been through it myself, if you recenter yourself, disconnect. And when I say disconnect, right now we're still dealing with the coronavirus, we're still dealing with a whole lot of other stuff in the world, and it seems more so, I know, at least for me, everywhere you look, whether it's the news, whether it's social media, all we're seeing is just negativity. All we're seeing is what this person has done, or with what is, the numbers are spiking and numbers are going up. Like it's almost as if it's trying to keep us in a worry state, and it's okay to be concerned. It's okay to, of course, have your sense of discernment and make sure that you're still doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, sanitizing, making sure, you're keeping your distance, making sure that you don't have to go out and do all of these extra things if you don't necessarily have to. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with being, sanitized, and there's nothing wrong with just being cautious. There's nothing wrong with that. But when we go into the worry state of always just, making up different scenarios of everything that could go wrong, then that's when we allow ourselves to get into a place where we're just more so focused on problems and everything that is not going right, to where it's kind of hard to kind of pull yourself out of that place. So when I say disconnect, sometimes you have to shut everything off, whether it's the TV, cut your phones off, and or get off of social media. Just disconnect and just allow yourself to just get into a positive place, where whether it's watching funny videos, whether it's spending time with your family, playing games, talking to your best friend, whatever your outlet is to make you feel better. I know for me, at nighttime before I go to bed, I like to go on YouTube and watch like funny videos and stuff like that. Just kind of make me laugh, and that's not for everybody, but that's just a little something that I do that helps me feel better. But I just find that all this week that I've been posting, and everything has been just sending out positive vibes, just saying like, no matter what is going on, just make sure that you're keeping yourself in that positive vibe. Like I said, you just have to make sure that when your mind gets so overwhelmed on what is going on, or what's the people are putting out there, on social media and everything like that, or what this person is doing and what that person is doing, you cannot allow yourself to consume your mind, or clutter your mind with what everybody else has going on. Because I know firsthand, and I've dealt with this myself. There used to be times where I used to go on social media, and I used to see like everybody that I used to go to high school with, or old childhood friends and everything in that nature. Like I always felt like everybody was in like a better position than me. There was a point in time, as everybody knows, I am a single parent of two boys, so everything hasn't always been like peachy, and everything is still not peachy. There's been times where I've had to struggle, you know what I'm saying? There's been times where I didn't know where my next meal was coming from for me and my kids. Like it's been real. I've been put in some real situations, and I know, people out there have too. They can relate. And so what I had to realize and what I had to understand, and you guys have heard me say this before, my journey is my journey. My story is my story. Everything that I went through for a reason. And just because people are putting things on social media, that doesn't necessarily mean that that is exactly what's going on. People put things on social media, or people put things out on these social media platforms and outlets, what they want us to see, or what they portray or think that they want the world to see. So I had to understand that I can't, compare my life to somebody else's life. And that was one thing that was kind of bogging me down and kind of, like wearing me down, because it made me feel like, well, what am I doing wrong? Like, why is this person so happy, or why are they in this position in their life? And I started beating myself up about it. But I had to understand, like, as long as I continue to worry about what everybody else has going on, or as long as I worry about what the next person is doing, or constantly just filling my mind with things I see on TV or things I see on social media, like, I'm going to forever be in a place of just being stuck. And you don't want to, put that pressure on yourself. You don't want to be in a place of being stuck, because sometimes it's really hard to get out of, especially if you don't have, anybody that you can talk to, or especially if you don't, have a church home for some people, that can give you like a real word. And, for me, church is like therapy for me. Like, if I don't have it, I feel like things are off. And it's crazy to some people, because people have their different beliefs, and they don't believe that you always have to go to church to feel a certain type of way. But that's just for me. Writing is therapeutic for me. So you just have to find what works for you. And I strongly encourage, especially now with everything that's going on, people getting cabin fever. We can't really go out like we're used to going out. Like, things are not normal anymore. So people who don't adjust well to change, is so hard and it's so difficult. But I'm telling you, if you just practice what I'm letting you know, things that I've done, and you don't have to do it like me, but just find what works for you. That's what it is about. Find what makes you happy, find what brings you joy, and continue to do those things, so that you can continue to stay positive, so that you can continue to stay in a place that you need to be. Because you have to be first of all, you have to be good for yourself, because again, if you're not good for yourself, then you can't be good for anybody else. And for parents, people that are parents, if you're not right, like, your kids sense that, and the last thing that you want to do as a parent is bring your stress and your worries onto your children, because then it seems like everything is going haywire. The kids acting crazy, your mind already in different places and all over the place, and you're snapping at the kids and you're not meaning to. Like, it just brings on more problem after problem after problem. And just to avoid you going to that space, it's best to I suggest, pray, of course. And if you don't know how to pray, like I said before when I made the video on prayer is just talking as if you would be talking to your friend. You don't have to have this long drawn out and say all thou art and all that. You do not have to do that. You don't have to do it. It's just simply just talking, and that's all you have to do. Just do what is best for you. Find what brings you joy. Find what brings you peace, and stay in that place, because right now we need to stay in a place of positivity more now than we ever have before. And I know for some people it's hard, it's rough, because depression and oppression is real out here. Like, it really, really is. And I pray that if you're dealing with depression, if you're dealing with oppression, that God sends someone your way that will be able to help pull you out of that place. I have been there before, and it's hard when you just feel like you're alone and you don't have anybody to talk to. But I promise you, if you just find that one person, or you just open your mouth and you just let God know, like, I cannot do this on my own. Like, I need you to send somebody. I need you to talk to me, wrap me in your loving arms, whatever it is that you need to do, because right now I feel like I'm about to lose it, and I'm about to lose everything, and we don't want you in that place, because then that leads to other things. So the end all be all, like I said, we have to stay positive more so now than we ever have before. And how you stay positive is just keeping your mind focused, recentering yourself, find what brings you happiness, find what brings you joy, find what brings you peace, whatever that may be. We all know and we all have that one thing that makes us happy, that one thing that makes us smile, that one thing that makes us laugh. Stay in that place more so now than ever. Stay in a posture of prayer, and prayer is just opening your mouth and just talking. Yes, God knows your heart. Yes, God knows all things, but He wants to just hear from you. So this week, I challenge you, no matter what is going on, no matter how many times somebody tests you, somebody tries you, just recenter yourself, breathe. If you go on your lunch break, if you off and somebody's testing you and you trying you, just take a time to go off by yourself, breathe, write, sing, find a video, whatever it is, find your favorite movie, whatever it is that puts you in that place of just peace and calmness, because that's what we need right now. You got this. So I challenge you, and whenever those negative thoughts want to come to you this week, whenever that problem wants to arise or wants to make it seem like it's not going away, you just open your mouth and you just say, God, I need you. I need you because I feel like I'm about to lose it. I feel like I'm about to snap. Let Him know, because He got you and He is always with you no matter what. So I pray that this has encouraged somebody. I pray that it can help somebody. This week, we're going to stay on a positive track. This week, we're going to do the best that we can no matter what comes our way, because we got this. We in this together. I'm going to do it myself. I did it this week. It helped me. It put me in a better state of mind. It made me feel so much better. And I know that you can do it. I'm with you. I have you. I got you. And I'm still praying for everybody. I don't just pray for myself, but I pray for the world. I pray for my church family, my family, my kids, everybody. So I'm with you. I got you no matter what. So I love you guys. If you are on Facebook, please follow and like my Facebook page, which is Takara's Truth. I am also on Instagram for all encouraging posts, uplifting posts at Takara's_truth. So if you want to, please, I encourage you. You don't want to miss it. I always try to do the best that I can to uplift, encourage, and inspire. And it's not about me. It's ultimately about God getting the glory out of everything. So, love you guys. I pray that you enjoy the rest of your night.